Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Volcom, and today I want to talk to you about the Illusionist. It's a kind of gameplay which I put a name under, but isn't necessarily used by many players. To help me out here today is Kraken. And okay, so the Illusionist pretty much is the idea that you do some weird things as Kraken is doing right now. Like he's just changing his swings, but he's like looking up and down doing so, making you look like this character or this character. And by doing so, you kind of give a misdirection of where your swing is going to be. So let's say I'm kind of going to his left, he knows this is going to be the swing right there. But if I do like a 360 turn, and while I'm turning I switch my weapon to here, then he might think it's like an upswing because my sword is facing up. But then I can change it again looking down. So he thought that I was gonna swing right, and while I was changing, well, I did a different swing. And for him to grasp this mentally is kind of like a magic trick. Like if you know the trick, you know the trick. But if you see it at first, you really don't know what's going on. So I'll show you one more that I kind of have in mind. Is when you stab and you look up, then it looks like then he has to down block because it's a stab. So if you create this one by, for example, going here, then making an obvious switch up, and then maybe doing a switch around, and in my switch halfway, changing the down, the stab, sorry, to up. Hold on, right here. Changing stab to up and bringing it down. Most people will think, okay, the sword is up, so I'll block up. But it's actually a stab that comes down upon you, so you have to down block. And the only one that I can actually truly do is the one where I can 360 spin, and it's ones I sometimes use in duels. So I give him kind of the general idea that I'm gonna go for one swing, and then while I'm walking at him or jumping at him, halfway I switch my swing, and right here I would release on him. So it's a very short swing. I also aim to be on this right side here, so it would look like this. Be somewhere in the area. There you go. So he's facing the wrong block right now. While he thought that while I went through him doing that, I was actually changing my swing. So that's pretty much the Illusionist. It's like by looking up and down, you can force people into thinking that your swing is something different than what you're actually gonna perform. Last not least is a technique that I actually recently learned. Is where you swing once, you do a full swing with the sound, go to stab, and then your stab you switch it back to this one by just short feinting, having this. If you do it correctly, you're actually doing two swings at the same time, and you're just waiting until he fails one of them. And while I'm going around him or near him, I'm constantly passing his body, so I'm rubbing my swing in his face, and I'm just waiting until he's doing the wrong block here. So I see he's always going to the right swing, so I'll just go in and stab. So it's once again, that's a right swing long feint. So you have the sound, go to stab, and then a short feint back to this one. And if you do it correctly, it'll create this kind of motion, which is really twitchy. Yeah, so you just wait it out, really. So that's the Illusionist. Try to create your own swings if you can. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video.